Okay, we are live and it's about a minute before showtime. It's 4:59 p.m. on the East Coast. And by the way, always pass on ugly watches. Don't buy the ugly watches. Okay, so that's the thing. That's what we're going to talk about. And box watches, if you got box watches, you might want to sell those. You might want to sell those before the market crashes and you're out of luck. So if you're not wearing the watch, might want to have it go down the road. With that said, we are going to talk about the 2023 Rolex releases, and there are a few of them that are very interesting. Two in particular that are interesting for you Rolex folks. And so here's some photos that I have on my Flickr, some Rolex photos. That's the place I bought my Date 8 from, down in Tyson's Corner. And so this was the brochure that I got when I bought that watch. And so there's a Rolex. These are all just miscellaneous Rolex photos. That's Dudley's Date 8. He had a black dial one and a white dial one like that. Stunner. That's a 40 mil Date 8. There's a Rolex. Recognize that? Gina wearing a Rolex. And that's a friend of mine, friend of mine wearing a GMT Master on a Jubilee bracelet. We're going to talk about that. And there's, of course, Paul Newman. That was my first Datejust, engine turn bezel with an American-made bracelet. Chi-Town is in the house. Let's see. Good afternoon, Craig. Rolex Perpetual 1908 versus the 002 Stunner. We're going to talk about that. Absolutely. I like the 1908. I took a closer look at it. We're going to talk about it. Yes. Durr's in the house. Let's see. Pass on ugly watches, get Rolex instead of Grand Seiko. We're going to talk about that. Sammy, the bunny, yellow gold Date 8 with silver dial and sticks, not Roman numerals. Yes, I agree. Good evening, Craig and everybody. The Roman numerals don't look balanced to me. They look every which way on the dial because some are longer than others, and it just, no. I don't like confusion in my life. There's enough confusion out there. I don't need it on my watch dial. I think I showed this. Good evening. Let's see. Made some new changes this year. No more alcohol, no more sugar, and regular intermittent fasting, healthy. Well, yes. And Kyle's probably healthy as well, so he's going to probably be popping in. Hopefully he'll have his camera sorted out this time, but we'll see how that goes. But we're going to be showing the Rolex website a lot anyway, so it won't be that big a deal. So let me make sure I get that ready to present. And let's see, I want to share the screen, and I want to share an entire screen, and I want to share this one here, and I want to make this let's see. I want to make it full screen. Okay, like that. So, and then let me get that ticker off, get that banner off. I'll just put this one on and then take it off. Okay. All right, so new watches for 2023. And it's exciting. I have to say, this is the first time in a long time I've been excited about some new Rolex watches. Okay, some new Rolex watches, and not the Daytona. We're going to talk about that. Don't like what they did to the case. I have to tell you. I have to see it in person, but so far don't like it. Excuse me, just drinking some H2O. Okay, so let's go through here. Let's go through here and take a look at what we've got. Okay, this 1908. I like the, let's discover more. Let's discover more. Okay. I like the case. I like this clasp. I like the side view, which is very important on a watch like this. I like the crown. And I like the dial. I'm not a big fan of the sub-seconds hand. I would have rather had just a regular seconds hand, but that's not a deal breaker. I think it is as close to a home run as we can expect We don't know the actual thickness, but they said it was a third thinner than the Oyster Perpetual. So it should be nice and thin on the wrist. And from what they've said, the clasp also sits nice and flat on the wrist. Let me play the video. I don't think you can hear that. And the real win is yellow gold. That's the real win here. I like it. I like the watch. Okay, so let's scroll down here and see what else we can glean. Okay, so I'm assuming that's yellow gold as well, correct? Or does it also come in well, let's click on this because I clicked on the white one before. Okay, I guess that's just the dial color, right? Is that the idea? And then these are white gold, correct? I don't think there's a steel version. And from what I saw, it was like $22,000. But that might have been the yellow gold version. Let me see here. Yeah, I'm liking it. And I'm not looking at your comments right now because I'm just enamored with this watch right at this moment. I think it is super cool. And I have, as you guys know, I've become more of a strap guy. I'm really liking the strap situation. And I'm liking the strap situation on this. 66-hour power reserve is okay because it's a self-winding watch. If you're wearing it every day, it's going to be fine. With a manual wind watch, I like longer. Like mine has 72 hours. So if I miss a day or something, I wasn't paying attention, I'm still going to be okay. I'll wind it. I'm good, right? And so, but with this being automatic, if you wear it every day, which with an automatic watch, that's what you want to do anyway. That's the whole point of having an auto wind watch. If you're going to have one you wear periodically, might as well be manual wind because you're going to have to wind it up anyway, right? So I like it. They said it has a 50-meter water resistant. I'm sure it does not have a screw down crown. They didn't mention that at all. I don't like the fact that they don't give details. They say 1/3 the thickness. Okay, so what is that? Why don't they just say it's 10 millimeters thick or whatever it is, right? Why don't they just tell us? That's one thing I don't like about a lot of these watch companies is they don't give us the detail, right? So yeah, I am enamored with this watch. We're going to take one watch at a time here. 18 karat, discover this model. Now, what is there? I'm assuming it only comes in yellow. I don't see any option here for, if I say discover this model, all it's going to do is going to allow me to change the dial, right? So it's 22,000 in yellow gold. Which is a good price. I think that's a great price point in today's day and age. I would, either dial looks good to me, by the way. Either dial, that's a coin flip. See the side view there? See the side of that case? That beautiful oyster shape, that classic Rolex oyster shape. That's what all the Rolexes should be, folks. I'm sorry, but I'm just being objective here. This is not subjective. This is not an opinion. This is fact. This is the shape that the cases should be. Okay? It's not complicated, folks. It's not rocket science. That oyster case was a classic for a reason. All right, let's go back to the comments. Let's remove this for a second and see if I can catch up to the comments here. Okay. Let's bring our commentator in, Kyle. I think you're in. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, so Kyle's in the house. Did you see the screen share when I was showing the new Rolex in 18 karat yellow gold?
The 1908, the replacement for the Cellini?
Well, I think it's a lot nicer than Cellini's. I think it's more towards the Rolex than the Cellini's because of the case and everything.
Well, maybe, but I mean, they've gotten rid of the Cellini is gone, so the only dress watch that they have now is that.
Yeah, well, that's good because I wasn't a fan of the Cellinis. This looks more
Right.
like a retro Rolex design to me.
Right.
This looks like something they would have made 50 years ago,
Yeah, I
right?
agree.
With the classic case. Now, the only thing, I think it's 30, is it 39 mil? I think it's 39 mil.
Yeah. Oh, it is. Yeah, it is. Yeah. How do I
Um,
look? Because I'm using my laptop instead because the camera yesterday has that thing on it. Does it look okay and sound okay or not that great?
no, you're coming through fine. And
Okay.
hopefully they're not getting feedback because I got you on a little tiny speaker here that's not too loud. Hopefully it's not feeding back. They'll let us know if we've got audio issues.
Okay.
But I like it. I like the watch. I don't know if anything I would change on
Okay.
the watch. I wouldn't have the sub second hand, but that again, that's not a deal breaker. You
Okay.
know, I would go with it. I would
What
go
are
with
your
say again.
what about the dial? You're happy with that?
Um, let's go back and look at the dial again. Let me get it up here on the screen. Um, wish I could get that bigger. Okay, anyway, let me add this to the stream. And so uh,
Oh,
I
that's
would have rather had the standard Mercedes hour hand, like the standard Rolex. You know, if you want to go a little sporty with the 3, 9, and the 12, you see what I'm saying? I would have had the Mercedes hour hand also, and I would have also had lume on the other markers probably. They're trying, if you're going with the 3, 9, and the 12, you're going a little bit sportier, right? And so I think you got to go all the way with that. Otherwise, I would have just had standard hash mark. I wouldn't have had the 3, 9, and the 12. But again, I'd have to see the thing in person. I'm nitpicking because I like the look of the watch.
yeah.
You know, I think it looks cool.
I think a
So
small touch that I like is that the underside of the strap is green. I think that's pretty cool.
yeah, that's cool. And they
Not that
claim
you'll
it.
ever see it, but you know.
Well, they claim it's alligator, which is also good. That's a plus over it being crocodile. Of course, some people say alligator when it's really crocodile, so we don't know for sure. But anyway, they say it's alligator.
You know,
Um,
it's
I
$22,000. So, you know, I mean it's right in there in terms of price. What's your feeling on that? 22 grand.
I like the price. I like the price. All the Rolexes are overpriced, if you ask me. But this is, of all of them, this is affordable.
They could have asked more.
I mean, it's less money than the 002 list price. Of course, the 002, used is cheaper. But
That's what I
right,
mean. That's what I
let me
mean. They
see.
probably, they could have priced it at 25 grand and they'd sell just as many.
Yeah, Durr says the 1908 is a winner chicken dinner. I like the 1908 a lot. I think it's a good direct shot at the Patek Philippe. I think it surpasses the Patek by a mile. I don't even think it's a close call. I would take this over the Patek. This is far better looking watch in my opinion.
I tell you, I wish Carlos was in here and he could give us his opinion on that. Is he here or no?
Not right now. So look up the O piece thickness and then figure out a third smaller is, we'll know how thick it is. Okay, Durr, get on that. The 1908 is a gorgeous watch. I think it's at the correct price point as well. I'll be contacting my local dealership to inquire about availability next time I travel in town. Yeah, I think it's a good one. Craig, what would it take for the 1908 to replace your 002? It's SBGY002. I don't think it's GA002, G-Town, but I know what you're talking about. We'll talk about that. We're going to talk about that. Durr's Nest, I also think it's affordable. I would totally wear the 1908. It would be a beater watch. It would be a watch you could wear all the time. It would be super comfortable. It's thin.
I'm thinking, why would you get that though? If you're moving to Florida, ditch the whole leather strap situation and just go straight for the GMT here. Gold.
Okay, I thought about that. We're going to talk about the GMT next. Let's take one at a time here.
Yeah, one at a time.
On this watch,
yeah,
I see this watch as potentially one of the most comfortable Rolexes you can wear on a daily basis.
That could
That's
be.
what I see this watch as.
Could be.
It's not too big. It's 39 mils. I would have rather it have been like 38 for a watch like this.
Sure.
39, you're kind of pushing it, but it's thin. I think it would work for anybody with a wrist of, let's say, 7.25 inches or bigger. I think it would be great.
Yeah.
As an all-around heavy use beater watch, I think this could be it. Because, and let me preface that by saying that as of 4 years ago, I would not even consider something on a strap. It wouldn't even be something to discuss, right? But now that I've been wearing this for like 3 months now, my other watch is parked. I wanted to see if I could just wear this all the time and what it would be like.
Yeah.
I'm like, it's just a joy. It's just a joy to wear, even when it's hot. And that's why I say I don't understand these guys. I guess they sweat like pigs or something. I sweat a lot when I'm playing tennis or when I'm playing volleyball or I'm doing something really strenuous. I'll sweat and my arm will get wet and stuff like that, right? But normally, no, my arm isn't wet, even if it's hot out, even if it's 90 degrees and humid. And I'm usually not, I'm going into the car and then I'm going somewhere else that might be air conditioned and all. I'm not usually out and about sweating all the time. So it hasn't been an issue for me.
Some people run a little hotter, but yeah.
Yeah, I guess everybody's different. But the thing is, one time I wasn't paying attention and I was washing some dishes or doing something or whatever, and the thing literally got like soaking wet. It literally got wet, right? And I just kept doing what I was doing. I didn't even think of it, didn't even worry about it, right? And then later I just dried it off a little bit, and it's still fine. I mean, you can't even tell that anything ever happened to it. So I don't think these are as fragile as what people say. I'll put it that way. I really don't think.
And it has to do a lot with your lifestyle. If you were going down to Florida and your plans were to go, swimming in the ocean every day, then I think you would be looking at something different for your everyday watch. I mean,
because first of all, the ocean's a cesspool. We all know that. Everything is dumped into the ocean. So yeah, you want to be careful about whatever you take in the ocean. Here's okay. We got to read a few comments here, and then we'll go to the GMT. 1908 is pretty great. Love the bezel on it, but the movement isn't on the same level compared to Patek Lange. No, it's a brand new movement. It looks good to me. I'm sure it'll be robust. I'm sure it'll be a lot more reliable than the Patek or the Lange, and I'm sure it'll be cheaper to service when the time comes. It'll probably run longer than the Patek or Lange without a service. I think as a watch that you're going to actually wear, I think the Rolex will trump either one of those easily. Now, if we're talking about box watches, then that's a different story, or watches to share on social media or whatever. I'm talking about watches to actually wear and use on a daily basis. So preface all my comments with assuming you're going to actually wear the watch, heavy use on a daily basis. So yeah, no, this Rolex, I think, trumps either one of those easily. What's your thought on that?
I'm sure he's referring to the level of finishing.
Yeah, what's your thought on assuming you're going to be wearing it and using it?
Sure.
What do you think would be a better long-term play, the Rolex or those other two?
I mean, for myself, I wouldn't see myself getting any of them, but that's just me.
You had to pick.
If I had to pick, I'd get this 1908 because it's the new thing right now. It's super cool, and I've never even seen one. So yeah, if I had my choice right now, I'd probably just go with that. It's it's 22 grand. You get to deploy it. I would just go with that. Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. So Craig's Florida Grail is the GMT in gold. Yeah, we're going to get to the GMT, guys. They're chomping at the bit. Imagine how great that 1908 would look walking down the beach with shorts and sandals on. Perfection. Absolutely. See, this is the thing. If you're out and about and you're just like that dude that either it was given to him by his wife or he just wandered into some jewelry store and saw a really nice watch and just bought it and doesn't really know that much about watches, but just bought it and just wears it, right?
Right.
That's the kind of guy that would be walking down the beach wearing a watch like this, right?
Yep.
Like this Rolex. He just doesn't care. He's not even thinking about, is the strap going to get hurt by some salt or what? I mean, it's
That's
not
what I
even,
like about that. That's what I like about that is the not
it's,
caring factor. Yeah. Yeah.
and it shouldn't be. I
I
remember
respect
back
that.
in the day,
I respect that.
back in the day,
I
we
think
got,
that is cool. That is
yeah,
cool.
yeah. Back in the day when we got our watches, we
Yeah.
were never thinking about the resale value of them or any of these things that all these watch people think about today. We were thinking about a fun watch to wear that, yes, we wanted it to impress because I was in the sales business. I wanted the people to think I was successful and all that. So I dressed nice and wore a nice watch and all that was all part of it, right?
Yeah.
But we bought them to wear and enjoy. We didn't baby them in any way, shape, or form, no matter what the watch was. And I just think that's the way it should be. So anyway, let's keep going here.
Yeah.
Cheetown.
I agree.
Well, you technically get something like a sailcloth strap made for the 1908, so you could wear it down in Sarasota with no issues. Again, I would wear the leather one until it fails and just replace it. It's probably going to last years and years. This one's like, how many years have I had the 002, Kyle?
Maybe 3 or 3 maybe.
And I've worn it a lot. And this strap has been on it almost the whole time. I switched straps like 1 or 2 times right when I first got it.
I mean,
but this one's been on ever since, and it's still like new.
Right.
There's no sign of any wear at all.
So what are you doing? What's going on with the 231 right now? It's just on the bench. You're not using it at all. It's not getting any wrist time.
It's just parked. I just wanted to challenge myself.
Yeah.
See if I could wear this all the time.
So the answer is yes, obviously. Then, right?
So far, but it's just now starting to get hot. So I want to
get through all the seasons, right?
Yeah, I want to do the real hot weather test.
Yeah.
I've done a few hot days already, but I want to do the real hot weather test. I did some hot days down in Florida when I was down there. Did a few down there, but I want to do some more hot weather days and, some more accidental dunkings in water, right? Just the whole 9 yards, right? I just want to see how how it holds up. I think the new Yacht-Master would be the perfect Florida. See, I don't like what they did to the case. We'll talk about that. The Yacht-Master in titanium would be amazing, but I still would roll with the yellow gold GMT.
I agree with that.
Let's see, lots of
Yacht-Master, it's worth
on the browser looking to make an upgrade, Craig. That was when we were talking about the Lange in a previous show. Let's see, the movement looks a lot better than the 10 foil finishing on the Grand Seiko. Looks like Craig is doing some serious Lange research. Okay. Yes, I research everything, folks. Wearing the 1908 while walking on the beach of Florida is a Chad move. There you go. Time to ditch the titanium GS and get a Rolex Yacht-Master. Okay. All right, let's go on to the next watch. Let's go here and see what we can do here. 2023 watches.
Right.
Okay. Which one do we want to talk about next?
Oh, maybe the Yacht-Masters. I mean, save the GMTs.
Let's go to the GMT because that's the one that I'm most interested in.
Go to it then.
Here we go.
It's always the Daytona. We got to get to that too.
Now, from what I'm understanding on the GMT, it looks like it's available in both yellow and rose gold. Is that right?
Yeah, it is. But they've not given you the option for, you can't choose your bracelet really. So if you're yellow gold pieces and two-tone yellow gold pieces are only available with the Jubilee bracelet, and then the root beer stuff, the rose gold watches, they're only available with the Oyster bracelet. So
okay. All right, let's play this video just because we can.
Yeah. I think that's stunning. I like that too.
like the steel and gold.
Man, Craig, I might have to just
Steel and
get that to
gold
make you mad.
fan.
That steel and gold one's pretty good.
To me, steel and gold tells you that you can't afford the all gold one, so you had to do a compromise. Okay,
Well,
so
if that's the
here's
truth, I mean, shoot, I might be at that point.
here's the gold stunner. Okay, so here's the deal, Kyle. This is the deal on this watch. This watch is what, 38 grand? Okay.
That sounds right.
So this is my thought process on this watch.
Yeah.
I bought a couple of extra Bitcoin when it was down around 16,000.
Yeah.
And if I wait until one of those triples in value, okay?
Yeah.
What's 16 times 2 is only 32.
Right.
So it needs to a little more than triple in value. And then
when you're about 48, 50 grand, then
I could sell 2/3
sure
of the Bitcoin and pay for that watch. I could, in effect, get the watch for free.
Basically.
Here's the hack. Here's the hack, folks. Are you listening closely? Here's how you get a Rolex watch for free. You figure out the price of the watch that you're going to buy, and you buy that value in Bitcoin.
Bitcoin, and then just sell it when the price goes up. There you
go. But you only have to buy 1/3 of the value. Okay, so let's round off numbers. Let's take 40,000. What's 1/3 of 40,000?
1/3 of 40,000? 13 maybe?
Okay, so let's say 14 grand or something. So you buy, let's say, $14,000 worth of Bitcoin today, right? And then you wait for it to triple.
Yep.
Now you've bought the watch for 14,000.
Sure.
Now, if it quadruples, you're going to get the watch for free, basically. Okay, so here's the thing. This is what you do. It's delayed gratification. You're looking at a 4-year cycle, okay? If you buy the Bitcoin right now, it's likely that in 2025, we're going to have the peak, and you'll get your watch in 2025. That's only 2 years. That's only 2 years.
Yeah, I mean, I assume that you could see that double really soon. What are we at right now? To almost 29,000.
It's going to triple. It's going to be 100. We know it's going to be 100,000 in 2025. We know that, right?
Has to be.
So if you just buy $25,000 worth, if you do, let's say you buy one Bitcoin, it's 28 right now.
Sure.
Okay. Let's let it dip down to 25 and snag it at 25. It's going to dip down here pretty soon because it's got a big run up. So let's say it dips down to 25. You snag it at 25.
Yeah.
Now you wait for it to go to 100.
Yep.
You sell it.
Sure.
Now you've got 75,000 profit. You've got enough to buy. You got your initial investment back, and you've got enough profit, 75 grand, to pay your capital gains tax and to buy this GMT and the 1908, the other watch.
That's true.
Both.
That's true. But now, why though? Why would you get the 1908 over your current 002? I don't see a need for that switch, right?
Yeah. See, here's the problem. Here's the quandary that I have. This is the issue that I have. I actually like the 38.5 mil size. I don't want it to be bigger. I don't want it to be 39 mil. Okay, you can see it on my wrist right now. This is a perfect size.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know that it's even going to be as thin as this watch. It's probably going to be close, but I don't see an advantage. This watch is more accurate. This watch has the spring drive. This watch does everything I need it to do. I don't see the advantage unless I wanted to go all Rolex. I wanted to pivot and go all Rolex. Then I can see the GMT and it's a 1908. Is that what they call it?
Yeah. Being a nice combo, you know.
I can see that as a rotation, as a dress watch. a dress watch, all-around watch rotation. Now, if you dress in such a way that you never need a dress watch, that you absolutely have no need for a dress watch, then just get the GMT.
Well, you can you not push this into those situations when really needed?
It's a little bit bulky to wear with like a tux and stuff like that. I mean, you can, but I think it looks a little bit silly.
At least it's gold.
Oh, yeah, obviously.
It's got a Jubilee bracelet. It's gold.
Here's the thing. Any gentleman's watch should be 18 karat yellow gold, period, full stop. The only reason somebody's going to be wearing a steel watch in this day and age is because, quite frankly, they can't afford the gold one. Because right now you've got the perfect gold watch.
Yeah, probably.
Actually, the problem is it's not available. That's the problem. I was going to say you've got the perfect gold watch that's available right here, this GMT, but the problem is
it's not.
You probably can't buy it.
No.
But I don't know how much of a weight there's going to be on this watch because it's very expensive and most people want steel. So maybe you're going to be able to get this watch.
I don't think it's going to be easy.
Especially if the market takes another dip and gets even softer, it might be buyable, this watch.
Well, let's you and I both put our. I'm gonna see how long it takes me to get it. You see how long it takes you to get it, and Brett, and we'll see who gets it first.
Yeah, I've got to talk to my AD, the one that I bought my my 18238 from. I should talk to them and see if they'll, because I bought 2 watches from them, 2 gold watches.
Yeah.
So maybe they'll put me somewhere, up on the list there.
I'm too poor for the all gold, so I'm gonna go just for the two-tone here.
Well, hey, why don't you buy the Bitcoin and then
wait for it to, because then I don't ever want to sell Bitcoin. That's the thing. If I buy it, I just won't sell it.
But if
I have
you
that
buy
mentality.
And earmark it specifically for that, right? If you say, okay,
you could do, absolutely could do that.
I'm taking this, I'm putting it in, I'm earmarking it specifically for this purpose.
Yeah.
Believe me, 2025 is going to come sooner than you think.
Well, okay, let's assume you get it, Brett gets it. I can't have it. It's just too many. There you go. That's another reason why not to get it. Too many people I know have it at that point.
I don't think Brett's going to. You think Brett's going to get one?
I do.
Okay, we've got to catch up on these comments. Okay, let's see here.
I do think he's getting it for sure. Yes.
Sure. Rolex does two-tone so well. Nothing wrong with two-tone or solid gold. I wear both, but then again, I also wear platinum Patek. So. Yeah, no, wear the yellow gold there and sell the rest of the stuff. Sell the rest of those box watches and do yourself a favor. Craig, you should absolutely consolidate your collection and sell some BTC and get this GMT and get back to reality. Let's see, Craig, ditch both Grand Seikos and get the GMT and the 1908. That would be a killer combo. They're in the house. It's a good thing I don't take financial advice from these guys because I would absolutely be broke. Grand Seiko GMT.
I like some of it. I like some of it, though. I mean, something to consider halfway, maybe. I don't think you need to replace both. I really don't see a need to go with the 1908. If you didn't already have it, then it's super cool, and you'd have to say, well, it's 22 or 25 grand. I'm going to pay 22 and get that. I would definitely agree with that. But you already have the 002, so I'm just thinking of a solid upgrade for your.
You've seen the 002, visually in person. When I'm wearing it on my wrist, how does it look? Does it look okay on my wrist?
Looks amazing. It looks great on my wrist too. I actually, when I put it on, I like it. I like it a lot better too. It's for me. It's the only thing I really am not in love with is the case shape itself. I wish it was like more like the 1908 really, or the watch that Brie has. Your old watch. I kind of like that.
Yeah, I agree. But I'll tell you, this has grown on me. It really has.
It does. It's just it's subtle. It's not like. it's not terrible. I really do like that watch. I really do like that watch. I love the dial, love the seconds hand. I love the fact that it doesn't have a date. The size for me is pretty good. It's really thin. I love that. That adds to the comfort, makes it.
Did
really
it feel okay on your wrist? Did it feel okay?
Yeah, it felt great. Yeah, I could wear that anywhere, I'm sure. I wouldn't want to go diving in the ocean with it like we just talked about. But other than that, I mean, we'd be fine with that. Kind of disappeared, really, like you said.
So
it does. Yeah.
So Dur has a comment. Craig, there was a lunatic on Archie's show today who has 30 grand Seikos. What would be your advice to him? I hope he has a good stash of Bitcoin, because then he'll be fine. I mean, it's all relative to how much Bitcoin you have. If you've got enough Bitcoin, and going back years ago now, I define enough Bitcoin as 21 Bitcoin in cold storage. Any other Bitcoin you have is extra, that's fine. But if you got 21 Bitcoin for long-term cold storage, that's what Adam Meister recommended way back in 2013, 2014, and I agree with him. Obviously, more is even better. But if you've got that, then you can have as many watches as you want, because you're going to be wealthy beyond belief in about 10 years' time from now. So you're going to be fine. But if you don't have that stash and you've got a whole bunch of money in other things, I think you're going to take a hurting when all hell breaks loose and things start to break in the economy. I think a lot of people are going to be in bad shape. I'll put it that way. It could get really dicey. So
well, at least they'll have a steel Rolex.
Say again?
At least they'll have a steel Rolex, though. Got to.
Yeah, well, I mean, if you have Rolex to wear, fine. But if you've got like 15 steel Rolexes that you paid too much money for over the last 2 years because the market was smoking hot and you thought they were going to go up forever, that I think you're going to have a comeuppance. I think it's not going to be good. But anyway, we'll see what happens. Law Spring Bar, would you trade a Lange 1815 up down Batman 50 fathoms for the 1908 and yellow gold GMT pair? Yes. Oh my gosh, yes. Yes, yes, yes. Actually, you don't even need, if you need a dress watch, yes, you need the 1908 as well. But if you don't need a dress watch, then just get the GMT and wear it all the time. Yes, 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 yes. I wore GMTs back in the day because they're thinner. They're a little bit thinner than the sub. At least they were then. I think they still are now. That's why I liked the GMT, because it was just a little bit thinner. Now, I don't know if it's thinner than your no-date sub. We've never been able to confirm what the thickness is on your no-date sub, and so we can't really compare.
I think they're the same now.
Maybe somebody knows the numbers on those. But the GMT historically also used to be a little bit thinner, so it sat a little flatter on the wrist, which I liked. Right. You know why Rolex calls it 1908? It's a jab at the resale value of the GS002 25K watch that can only sell for 1908 Mexican pesos. I would buy a few extras at that price. If you can, steer me in the right direction, I'm a buyer at that number. Craig, go into the Rolex AD and ask for those two pieces. Wear the 02 when you go in there, because they'll know you will be willing to spend big bucks on shitters. There you go. Rolex is financial. These guys are great. Craig, if you got a call from your Rolex AD offering a steel Pepsi and a Jubilee at retail, would you pay the cash and buy? Yes, because I think that can be flipped right away. I think that can still be flipped for a profit, at least for now. And I would flip it right away. I wouldn't wait. Craig, Cheatown, I already know what Craig will say. He would buy it and sell it.
Yeah.
Craig, what's the best Stetson to wear with a Rolex 1908? All right, so let's go get the Stetson. All right, we'll get a Stetson.
Well, we still have other watches too. We haven't gotten to the Daytona.
Yeah, we got to get to those. Okay,
Yacht-Master.
While I get the Stetson, let's see. We're going to remove this, There's a picture of Michael Saylor at the Bitcoin conference wearing a platinum Day-Date 40.
Yep. Yep. He probably needs to upgrade too. So Craig's getting the Stetson. I think we all know.
Did you hear, by the way, did you hear that noise when I got up? I banged the watch and it's still fine.
It's still
Okay,
good. So keep that one, and then just, yeah, we all know you got to upgrade that
solo layout.
Upgrade that 231 for the GMT.
There is Michael Saylor, a billionaire, wearing a platinum Day-Date and acting bored. That's what you do when you got a platinum Day-Date. You just kind of like relax and act bored, and make sure everybody can see the platinum Day-Date. That's the move, folks.
There you go.
That be the move. Okay, wait a minute now. I got to get you back up here. Wait, you are up there. What happened to you? Oh, I'm on solo. Okay, there we go.
There we go.
All right, there you go. I got the Stetson on that I bought in New York in 1982, I think. It's got a lot of beaver in it. A lot of beaver. That's what you wear.
Perfect.
All right, so let's go to the let's put this up here. Let's go to the Daytona. What do you think?
Yeah, go Daytona next, sure.
Okay. 2023 Daytona.
Do we need to cover the Oyster Perpetual that they came out with, or can we just not even look at that thing?
It's up to you guys.
No.
Okay, so here we go. Let's play the video.
Wow. Oh boy. That's your favorite, Craig. You see the pink gold there. That's your favorite. No. Yeah.
They know marketing. I'll give Rolex that credit.
They do,
know
right?
How to market the goodies.
They do,
okay,
don't they?
All right, so let's look at what we've got here. An icon defying time.
Right.
Mark the 60th anniversary. Yeah, I mean, again, I would definitely pass on the steel and gold. I'm sorry, I just can't go there.
Yeah, I don't like it there at all.
I don't like these kind of sharpish edges there. See the little sharp edge there?
Yeah, I see.
I don't know why they went that direction. It just doesn't make any sense to me at all. There's Paul Newman, who I've met in person. Let's see. Okay, so look at the side here. See these sharp edges right here? Why did they go out of their way to sharpen it like that when it was nice and rounded before?
I'd have to see it in person.
You guys think it really looks better?
I'd have to see it in person versus the last one.
I mean, look at that angle there. Look at that sharp edge right there.
I don't think, yeah, they might have been quite sharp before.
No, it was rounded.
Well, on that particular side right there, it could have been. I'm not sure.
I thought it was rounded. So I mean, look at that sharp edge there and that point there. I thought it was more rounded before.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, it probably is. It probably is. Yeah, it probably is.
Dur, can you look at yours right now and tell us if it's rounded? Let's see. We got to caught up. Okay, I personally could own a Pepsi on a Jubilee and make it my one and only Rolex for the rest of my life. It's about as spot on as you can get, unless you want to go gold. Yes. Very nice Stetson. Thank you. Okay. That's Michael Saylor realizing Bitcoin is going to zero and the platinum Rolex on his wrist is financial freedom. Yeah. There you go. he's doubling down. He's buying even more Bitcoin. So we'll see who gets the last lap.
Right.
That Stetson needs to be paired with yellow gold date 8. Okay. The new Daytona is an amazing upgrade. Whoa. Okay. Wish the exhibition case back was on this deal. See, I don't give a damn about the case back, being able to see through it and all that nonsense. It's a freaking tool watch. Grand Seiko, the non-icon defying resale value. I personally don't think the new Daytona case profile looks as good as the older one. I agree with you. No need to make the case 40 millimeter. It was plenty big enough. Wait, wasn't it always 40 millimeter?
As far as I know.
What size is it now? I'll go look at it now. Okay, Dura's going to go look and report to us. All right, let's see. Let's dig in a little deeper here. All right, so we got the issue with the case. What else? Let's see here. Redesigned case. Yeah, I've already noticed that, guys. Total fail. Took one of the few watches that still had a beautiful case, and you managed to mess it up. And now the Yacht-Master too. They messed it up also. We'll get to that next, I guess. But yeah, I don't like all this step up here and all this nonsense. I like it more rounded.
One thing I haven't really looked at though is, did they change the Yacht-Masters other than the new one? So I know they came out with the new 42 millimeter titanium.
Well, we're going to look at the Yacht-Masters. We're going to look at all of them. Yeah. Okay.
I haven't actually looked closely at the existing models.
It's more rounded, his Daytona. So what's your opinion, Dur? Do you prefer the one like you have, or do you like the look of the newer one? Let us know what you think. What do you think about that? Old Daytona was 40 millimeter as well, but I think the last gen was closer to 39, and this is closer to 41.
But they're both marketed as 40. I see. Okay. Well, I mean, we're talking about like half millimeters or what a hair,
38.5 mil.
Right?
Cheetown says the case of Daytona was 38.5 mil. I think the Daytona was a perfect size before. I wouldn't make it any bigger if that's what they've done.
Yeah, the last one was good though. I agree.
Okay, so this is the new caliper. And yeah, they're claiming this is 40 mil. Okay, so let's discover this model. New variations. Okay, so this is the platinum with this dial. That dial only comes on the platinum. Price on request. In other words, if you got to ask, you can't afford it.
That's right.
You plebe, get out of here.
Basically.
In platinum, okay.
Man,
we got to get.
You watch and say that on there.
This one. I don't think we're buying the platinum one. Okay. First of all, I have no interest in a platinum watch. It's heavy, and people are going to think it's steel. So, like, what's the whole point? Maybe it is more durable, though. It is more durable. Platinum's more durable than stainless, but I still wouldn't do it. I'd still go with yellow gold. This is available in yellow gold, correct?
I have. It is. I don't know if that's only on the Oyster Flex bracelet.
We're going to find out. Let's see. Contact a dealer. Okay, here we go. Oh, wait a minute now. It didn't give us a chance to select it.
I think you got to go to the top right where it says configure.
Oh, okay. I had it different on the other one. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Let's configure this puppy.
Yeah.
Let's find out what we want. We want material. We want yellow gold. Oh, no. We don't want that ugly strap. No, 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 no. That's it? Oh, I guess we can do the bracelet. We can do a different bracelet.
I don't know about that.
There we go.
Oh, nice. Oh, good.
This may get an oyster, okay? So now let's do the dial.
There you go.
I kind of like the one that's on it right now. Let's try. Let's see here. There's that one. No, I don't want the diamonds.
They used to have a green dial one that was cool.
That's nice right there. I like
green
the little red
gone,
accent.
I guess. No green.
Then that one, that's
no
just
green.
black. I don't think they have green. They don't have green.
Oh, big mistake.
Okay, so I'll tell you what. I'll tell you the one I would go with is that first this one here with the red and the black. I think that's kind of cool.
Yeah. I mean, you wouldn't get this watch to begin with, though, would you?
Let's say Discover. No, I would have no interest. So it's 39,500. So it is about the same, $1,500 more than the GMT. But again, they're going to be hard to get probably.
Right.
I'd rather have the GMT because I don't like the Oyster bracelet with those polished center links. They're going to show every scratch, known to man. The Jubilee is much more forgiving on that stuff. All right, let's see here. On its face, I prefer the look of my Daytona compared to the new. The sundials are a lot thinner on the new watch, which I don't like. I wish mine wore larger, though. Okay. Subdials. Okay. What's the best Grand Seiko to wear after dominating a Wing Chun tournament and becoming everyone's Saifu? I don't know. Okay. All right. So we're not going to buy this particular Daytona. I don't think we're going to buy this. They don't make it with the Jubilee, correct?
No.
Yeah. So I think we're going to pass. Is there anything else you want to see on the Daytona?
I think I'm good here. We can move on to the Yacht-Master.
Yeah, I think we're done with the Daytona. That's a total fail. We're going to pronounce that a total fail. And let's go to the
total fail.
Yeah, total fail. Anybody that buys that doesn't know what they're doing. So we're going to do the Yacht-Master. Let's do the Yacht-Master. Okay. And let's play the video.
Okay, so see that edge there? They've softened that. See? Right there.
Wait a second. I'll finish this playing.
Yeah.
I don't think that's that legible, the numbers on it. I think they screwed that up too. Okay, so there's going to be other options though, I think. All right, so right off the bat, I don't like the bezel. It doesn't have that much contrast between the numbers and the black background.
I think we'd have to see that in person.
Yeah, but I still think they're not going to pop like the GMT.
Might not.
Or like your sub.
Right.
I don't think it's going to pop as much as those. And again, they've made the case sharper.
Well, they beveled that edge at least there, though. But I understand that's not.
But it's still not rounded like the previous Yacht-Master was. Nice and rounded. That's what I liked about it. Like here,
I still like this watch.
See these sharp edges here?
I see
these
that.
These are all rounded.
I see that. I agree.
That's all very nice and round on the old one.
I agree with you, and but when it comes to like in practice, I'm not really seeing that as really something that's it doesn't hurt me or anything, and I have those.
No, it doesn't bother you, but I just don't like the aesthetic.
Yeah,
I don't like that they went backwards.
Yeah.
Like look at the side view here. It's not as sexy as the classic Oyster shape like that 1908 has. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree with you. Yeah,
it doesn't have that sexy Oyster shape to it.
Yeah. I do like this still, though. I mean, for me, it obviously looks a lot like a Submariner, of course, but it's going to be.
This one's a 42 mil. I would rather have yours at 40 mil. Of course, the new ones is yours 41?
41.
Okay, so still that's better than 42.
I agree.
It's going the wrong direction.
It's one of those deals though where like, the previous 40 millimeter generation of Submariners were like 40.3 millimeters, and then the new one's like 40.8. So there's like 0.5 of a millimeter difference between the two. Like one of those.
Yeah, yours is still a good size. I liked the look of yours on your wrist. It looked good.
Yeah, I think so. I like this piece here though, but it's, you get an easy link, not the diver's extension, obviously.
Do they only make the titanium now? Is that it?
No, they still have to make the old ones, the 37 and the.
Well, let me see here. I go to Discover. This is 14,000. So what is it listed separately? So it's
no. Wait, go down to.
I'm saying that they don't look like they're giving any other options here.
Go to configure again. Let's see here.
Okay, so maybe we're going to. Okay, here we.
Oh, there's see, here are the old ones.
Yeah, so that's a 40. And is it?
I can't tell from that picture if they've changed it.
It looks like it's still got the messed up case. They still. All right, so let's say size is, so you got a 37, a 40, and a 42.
Okay.
All right, so we're on 40 mil.
Yeah.
So now we're going to say material, Everrose Rollosaur, Everrose Gold, and what's this Rolsium? What's that? Is that steel?
Yeah, I would
choose steel.
Choose that. That's probably that. Yeah.
Okay. What a scam.
Well, it has a platinum. It has a platinum bezel on it, so that's probably referring to that.
So this is 12,300, and you can still get those two dials. You can get the blue dial, which I like. I would probably go with the blue dial.
Yeah. So this is the same stuff.
The only issue here is they've screwed up the case. This is a great watch. This is a very good option for people. This is the watch that I would have picked over the Sub just because it has traditionally been a little bit thinner and it had the beautiful case. But now it doesn't have the beautiful case anymore. So now I would probably go back to the Sub because I wouldn't want these polished center links. It's a trade-off, right? On the polished center links, I don't like that. So yeah, I would say the Sub takes the nod over this. Even though I like the dial on this, I like the platinum bezel. I think it's cool. But we've lost the beautiful case, and we've still got the polished center links. So that's a fail. So we're gonna call the Yacht-Master 40 another fail.
What about the 42 though? The 42 wasn't bad, right?
The 42 is too big, and it's got the funky case.
But here's the deal, Craig. It's smaller. The listed size is actually smaller than your GS by 1 millimeter.
Yeah, but mine is a straight up tool watch. I mean, it's a big. If you want a big watch and you want a tool watch, that's when you get the 231, right? Not for all around.
I think they're a fair comparison against each other, really, because they're both titanium. They're about the same size. Now. I probably would.
But if I'm going to go that big, I'm going to go ahead and get the 231 and go all the way. I mean, I'm
not going to pay half the money too.
Less than half.
Sure.
You could probably get a 231 for $4,000 all day long.
Well, okay. I'm talking about if you were going to walk in and buy a new one, which would be I forget the reference on the brand new version of your.
They're like GS $7,000 or something.
Yeah, they're probably $7,000 or $8,000 now.
You can get a discount.
Yeah, you'll get a discount, but you're going to pay like $6,500 for that at least.
Yeah, $6,500.
Yeah, at least.
So half the price.
Yeah, but half the price easily.
So no, I think the Yacht-Master's a fail. I think if you're going to go for that, you might as well buy the Sub. The Sub's going to be less money and a better watch.
Right.
Period. Especially if you get the no date one.
Right.
going to be a lot less money and a much better watch because I prefer the no date anyway.
Right.
All right, G-Town in the house. Part of what made the Yacht-Master so sexy was the side profile of the case opposite of the crown side. It lost that though. Correct. I don't understand what these people are. These people blind? How do they not see that? Wait a year or two and we'll have a Submariner in titanium.
I was thinking the same thing.
That's an entirely steel model. Okay, the one we just showed. No, it's not steel. It's got a platinum bezel.
Right.
The one we're showing right now does have a platinum bezel. Okay, Roselium is steel and platinum. Okay. Yeah, what a scam name. Why don't they just call it steel and platinum?
They have Rolesaur.
Yeah, I know. I love the slate dial Yacht-Master with the blue hand. Yeah, I like them both. I like both of the dials. Let's switch back to the other dial variant here. Whoops. It's not letting me do it now all of a sudden for some reason. Oh, go like this. There we go. Yeah. All right. So, yeah, I like them both. That would be a coin toss, but I do prefer the blue if yeah, but platinum bezel, like Kyle said. Okay. Agreed, Dara. That's a great combo. Let's see. Yacht-Master 40 is junk. Okay, there you go. Yeah, it's a pass on the 40. I think the Submariner in titanium will be greatest of all time. I don't think so. I really don't think you have to go there. And first of all, if they do a titanium that's like kind of dull, a dull finish, I don't like that. I like the titanium on my 231 that almost looks like it's stainless steel. It's hard to tell the difference.
I think we need to see how they've executed the Yacht-Master, and we can determine that then.
Yeah, I prefer what they call the grade 5 titanium that can be polished like stainless steel. That's the titanium that I prefer.
Well,
so,
we got to see how Rolex executed.
Yeah, we're going to have to see for real. When are the influencers going to get these in their hand for reviews? When are we going to see, like, you know, the Watchbox and people like that reviewing these things?
Oh, soon, I'm sure.
Okay. What I don't like about the Yacht-Master 42 in titanium is no glide lock. Submariner has the advantage there. That's another advantage.
Right. No, I already said that. Yeah, that's what I mean. You only have the Easy Link on that watch, and so I would much rather see a titanium Submariner if it were me, really. Yeah. And I hope they do it for the no date Submariner.
Said he's clueless. I'm not sure who we're talking about there, but it could be any number of us because a lot of us are kind of clueless on a lot of things, but we try our best. We try our best. Mm-hmm. Craig, word on the street is that Indiana Jones is wearing the new titanium Yacht-Master in the new movie. Cool.
Wait, Craig, are you going to see that? Are we going to be like Star Wars where this new one is going to make the last one, which was so terrible, actually look good? Is that possible? Could this number 5 be so bad that it makes number 4 look good?
That's a good question. We'll see. We'll see. Some of these movies that these guys do, sometimes when they get to the point where they're like towards the end of their career, they do a movie, but they only have like a few little parts in it.
Right.
And the only reason they do it is so that the movie can put their name, you know, and they get a nice payday.
Marlon Brando in Superman.
And yeah, they're only in for just a short little thing.
Yep.
And then they're done. Hey, you can't blame them to get that payday, right?
Give me the money.
Agreed. The lack of glide lock is why I would pass on the Yacht-Master in titanium. Just wait for the sub in titanium.
Sure. I agree.
Why do people all of a sudden want titanium watches? Nobody wanted them before, and now all of a sudden Rolex is making them, and everybody's talking about titanium.
That's right.
Kind of wild.
That's how it goes.
Somebody's laughing out loud. Let's see. Yacht-Master only 100 meters, water resistant, expensive, but it's thin. Yeah, see, that's the trade-off. I'll happily accept the 100 meters and have a thinner watch. That's why I would go with the GMT Master, because I don't need the deeper dive capability. I don't. The 100 meter is fine. So that's why not always. Of course, I had the red sub. But after that, I I primarily was wearing GMT Masters in rotation with the Date 8 because I like the thinner watch. The winner for me at the end of the day, though, is the new Tudor. Oh, God. Can you imagine somebody buying a Tudor? I mean, and even worse than that, can you imagine them actually wearing it?
Well, I can. I know people. You buy that, I guess, or people buy that because it's kind of like getting a Rolex, and there you can buy them.
I don't know.
I mean,
kind of Rolex. You can buy Datejust all day long, reasonably still. I mean, there's Datejusts all over the place. Just buy one of those and wear it. I mean, you don't need a shitty Tudor. Anyway, unpopular opinion, but I think any one of a number of Grand Seikos would be a better move also. I mean, my God, you could get a really nice. I liked the Grand Seiko that you got, that Japan only model that you got, the titanium one.
Yeah.
How much did you pay for that?
Oh, I think about $1,700, and I just sold it. Whatever I bought.
I mean, if you think about
it to Carlos for that. What's that?
If you think about it, you could get that watch instead of a Tudor.
Yeah.
I think it's a much nicer watch than any Tudor.
Well, I miss that watch. Sometimes I think back and I think, man, that thing was pretty cool. It wasn't getting a lot of wrist time because I had a few watches at that time, and it just was one of those things. He asked, and
I mean,
his son seems to be getting wear out of it.
Kyle, if you were given the choice,
if
somebody said, okay, you can only wear, you're gonna have A is the watch that you sold to Carlos.
Yeah.
B is any Tudor you want, but you have to wear them the rest of your life. You have to wear the watch the rest of your life. That's the A-B question.
Yeah, I'll just take that one I used to have. Then I'm just going to take the watch I used to have. But just because there's nothing that they make that I would want for the rest of my life, really, to be honest with you. There's nothing they make that I can think, okay, I'd be happy with that for the rest of my life.
You mean the Tudors?
Yeah, there's nothing.
Would look at that watch. You would look at that watch and see that shitty hour hand and stuff, and you'd just be cussing. You'd be like, and watch hell the rest of your life.
They have some models that don't have that. I believe the Ranger doesn't feature that, but I mean, regardless,
even though they're ugly, though, they're all ugly.
I like actually this Tudor Submariner, really.
They hit the Tudors with an ugly stick, because they don't want it to take away from the Rolex, right? They always screw something up with them, right? They never go all the way like they could because they don't want it to be as nice as the Rolex, right?
Yeah.
And it's got to be the explanation, because it's the same company making them, for God's sakes. They could make it just as nice as the Rolex.
Yeah, well, we see other companies do this. I mean, for instance, Chevys could look better, but you got to leave room for Cadillac.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm not going to buy the Chevy.
Right.
I would buy the freaking what do they call the Cadillac Escalade? Yeah, that's what you get if you're a baller. You get the Escalade. You don't get the freaking Suburban.
That's okay. There you go. But that's
let's see. Tudor Black Bay 54 was a winner. For lady collectors, Craig, titanium Yacht-Master or Tudor Pelagos 39 and titanium. Is Tudor good value? No, Tim, come on, pass on the Tudor. Hard pass on the Tudor. Craig, how was the yam dinner last night? I didn't have yams, but the dinner was good. How good the last one depends on how politically sanctimonious the next movie will be. I liked the Maverick thing, though. The Top Gun Maverick, the new one.
I didn't see that. I've seen the original movie, but I didn't see that.
It's on one of the streaming services. It's either on Amazon Prime or it's on HBO. It's on one of them. I think it's on Amazon Prime.
If it's on Amazon, I'll watch that. I got Prime. I don't have anything else.
I think it is. So anyway, I watched it. That's the only reason why I watched it. And it was good.
Everybody said it was good. I just kind of missed it. I don't know. We were gonna go see it, but we didn't make it.
Yeah, they didn't screw that one up. They didn't make it correct and screw up.
Everything else is trash these days.
They're messing everything up. All the wokesters are messing everything up. Yeah,
messing everything up and just ruining franchises like Indiana Jones. I mean, there was no need for a fourth movie. There is certainly no need for a fifth.
Yeah. If someone told me I would either have to wear a Tudor or a Grand Seiko for the rest of my life, I would ask for the next best option, death.
Yeah, right. There you go. Yeah, there you go. Just
in the house.
Take me to the guillotine.
Grand Seiko is the premium cut filet mignon of the watch industry. There we go.
There you go.
My friend owns a 5-digit Sea Dweller, but he wears his new gen Tudor Ranger every day. Oh God, poor guy. Life is too short.
Oh, no.
If you're a baller, then you buy the Mercedes G63 AMG.
There you go. G-Town, nice.
You better have two so that when the first one's in the shop, you got another one to drive. So
make sure you got a Range Rover to back that up then.
Yeah, a couple of Range Rovers because they're going to be in the shop too. Exactly. And then you have a Land Cruiser when all of the rest of them are in the shop. You just drive the Land Cruiser.
Right. I've seen a Tesla broken down on the freeway, and a Tesla, a Ford van marked Tesla is there, like doing the repairs.
Oh, the Teslas are junk.
I know they definitely got some quality control issues, but it was just funny. It's like, here's a Ford van. They got to bring a Ford van out.
Yeah.
That they paint their logo on the side of to come and fix their cars.
Yeah. Tudor is okay. So we're going to wrap this up here. We're already gone more than an hour. Craig, do you need a Rolex back in your life? Put 12K into BTC live on the show, and we'll determine the target sell price registered. I already bought a couple of extra Bitcoin when it was down around 16,000, just in case I need them for some project like this. So I was forward thinking. So I bought a couple of extra ones just to have them off to the side in case I want to do something. So I'm ready.
Well, Bitcoin's going to hit 1 million in the next, it was 90 days. So we probably got 60 days left until Bitcoin hits $1 million. So just put your name on the list for the watch now. That way you have it by the time we're all in Maryland again.
That's what I got to do. What I got to do. We're going to remove this. There we go. We're side by side again. How bad is the moire on my shirt? Do you see all that moire?
Oh yeah, I do see it. I see it. Yeah, I got to look on my other screen. Sometimes if I'm looking,
the fine detail in the shirt, the camera can't handle it.
I know. I see that a little bit. I do.
Not enough bandwidth. Yeah. But I'll trigger these guys. They'll all be pissed off about it. But I am wearing, this thing is super comfortable. This is an old school. What's that store? I think they've gone out of business. Not Macy's. What's the other one?
Sears.
No. Nordstrom.
Nordstrom.
Are they still in business?
Yeah,
Nordstrom?
they're still. Yeah.
This is an old school Nordstrom that was actually made in the USA.
Yep.
They don't sell any now that are made in the USA anymore.
Oh, I'm sure they don't. No.
Yeah. So I think, and this is like real soft. This is like Egyptian cotton, like really tightly woven Egyptian cotton that almost feels like silk. So that when you get a really good shirt, really good fabric, there's nothing like it. Okay, we're going to do a couple more comments here, and then we're done.
Neiman Marcus out of business. That's
try BYD hand. Those are burning to the ground. What's BYD hand?
They're a Chinese auto manufacturer. I don't think they're not available stateside. We can't get them.
See, the whole electric car thing is a total fail because if you look at Toyota's conservative. They don't build any junk, okay? For the most part. Now they're starting to shitty up some of their cars now because of all the regulations and everything. They're kind of being forced to, right?
Yeah.
Put like plastic valve covers and all that kind of nonsense. But anyway, traditionally, they've always been very conservative and been reliable and all that. And they've stayed away from the all electric cars on purpose because the technology isn't there yet. We're not ready for it yet.
Right.
And all these people that are building them now, they've got all kinds of issues. And it's sad that people are being scammed into buying these damn things. I wouldn't keep a Tesla out of warranty. I can put it that way. And guess what? When it does fail, even during warranty, it's a pain in the neck to get them fixed. Sometimes it takes months to get parts and stuff. I mean, it's just really insane. Neiman Marcus is out of business. Yes.
It doesn't
We used
suit
to
my
call them
lifestyle
needless
right
markup.
now.
Burger King is out of business. Electric cars are posing a real safety problem right now. When they catch fire, you can't put them out. You have to let them burn until there's nothing left. Damn. Yeah, they're a bag of hurt. Enkyo Toyota was hesitant about jumping totally on the EV bandwagon for a reason, and Toyota's a new CEO, so no idea what the new CEO is also cautious and hesitant. He is the same way. So all the electric car fanatics, we're thinking that this new guy is going to be in charge now, and all of a sudden they're going to go all electric. And he says, no, sorry, nothing's changed here, guys.
Right.
So anyway, all right, we're going to let everybody go. Thanks for coming in, Kyle. And I think we've gotten to the bottom of it. The watch to buy is the GMT in yellow gold.
I think that's about it. We've covered it.
GMT.
But we got to do the Grand Seikos. We got to do the Grand Seikos next.
Let's put the GMT back up here just before we wrap up. Let's get it here. Let's get that puppy. GMT, where is it? Dun, 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 dun. And I want the stunner. Here it is. Okay, let's add this. Let's look at this stunner one more time. And let's make it full screen. How stunning is that, folks? What do you guys think about that, as Archie would say? What do you think about that?
Wow.
GMT. Now, I want our research analysts, somebody's got to let me know, does this have the ceramic sleeves in the bracelet?
It has to. This thing is a home run.
I need confirmation on that, though. I don't assume anything.
Right.
I need confirmation that this has the ceramic sleeves in that bracelet. So can somebody get on that and let me know? What do you think about the new Date 8 dials? He's trying to keep this thing going. What do you think?
Oh, we didn't talk about those, huh?
You want to look at the Date 8s, Kyle, or not? It's up to you.
We can, yeah. I mean, I know that I'm not a fan of them. I don't really like. I think they all have Roman numerals. Do they not?
Well, let's find out.
Technically, they did release the 40 millimeter Explorer, but we know what that is. I mean, it's the same thing as the 36.
36. That's what we want, because
yeah,
I'm not a fan
that one anyway.
It's too big. Okay, so here we go.
Yep. Yep. Yeah. Right.
All right, we're going to configure this and see what we can configure. Because I'm glad Dur brought this up, even though I'm hungry and I want to go eat, but I still want to.
This is a good point. This is a good point.
Where do we configure this one? The configure thing wasn't at the top. Where is it? Down here somewhere? All right, so I guess, do we just click on one of them? How the hell? Why do they change it around? Where the hell's the configure thing? Rolex Gold, yeah. Date 8. Okay, here we go. Discover this model, right?
Right.
Okay, and then price on request. Wait a second. Oh, configure. Here we go. All right, so we want the 36.
Right.
At least that's what I would be interested in. I'm not down for the whole big watch craze, okay? All right, yellow gold. Okay. And, well, the bezel's going to be, yeah, it's got to be fluted. Yeah, I don't want diamonds, so we'll go with fluted. Bracelet is the president. Yeah, we don't want diamond set. Okay. And now the dial. See, we've got other dial options, Kyle. We've got some nice dials. I like that white. That one.
Right. I like the white too. I like the white.
That would pop.
I kind of wish that you could get the green.
Now, if you want to go with the, I don't mind those diamonds. I don't mind those diamonds. I'm normally not a diamond guy on day dates, but this particular dial, I would accept. I would go with that. It wouldn't be my first choice.
Right.
I'd still go with the white dial as my first choice.
Right.
What are you thinking? How do you like this green?
Oh, I love the green. I love the green dial. I would prefer it if it was if I had an option without the diamonds. I don't really like diamonds, but yeah, I mean, maybe I could go for it. I have to see it in person. I like the white dial, and for a while that wasn't available, and so for that to be here now is pretty good.
So if you had to choose between the green with the diamonds that you don't really want and the white,
I'd go with you probably. I mean, it's probably a little cheaper too, is it not? I don't know.
I'm sure it would be. Yeah. So this is 35.
Save like $3,000. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's go. So 35 to 38. 50.
I like white dial too. I like white dial.
I think the white is stunning.
Yeah. I love the white dial day.
How do I click discover now that I've done that?
Yeah. And I like Dirter's day date as well. Now that we're talking about day dates, I think that, you know, for as far as day dates go, I mean, that is just amazing.
Now this does not have loom, correct? That black that's on there, that's not loom.
There's got to be loom on there.
Is the black loom?
No, that's just the under. That's like the underside, just a shadow. These are like, you know, fake.
But it looks like there's even black on the hands.
No,
that's like just. Picture? That's a screwed up picture if we can't even see what the dial looks like, for God's sakes, people. So here it is. Like, so there's no loom. But that's okay. That's not a deal killer for me. On a watch like that. I don't look at it in the dark that much, for God's sakes. But look at how beautiful that case is. Look at that.
Absolutely. That is gorgeous.
What the hell? Why can't they make the other watches like that? What's
the
problem?
It's like we talked about before. I think that the goal here is to have there be some differentiation between watches that are their professional models and then those that are their, you know, whatever they call the other ones, like the day date and the date just, the classic models or whatever.
Like the red sub that I had a nice flowing, rounded, you know, everything was nice and rounded and all, but it still looked different than the day date. It still had differentiation.
Right.
But it had the more rounded, softer lugs and everything. Even the crown guards on either side were nice and rounded, soft.
I do prefer that. Yeah, I do prefer that.
Okay, so we've done it, man. We've found another success story, the 18 karat yellow gold with the white dial.
Yep.
So we've got two options, two competitive options here. Yep. We've got this beautiful 128238.
Yeah.
Okay. With a white dial, and then we've got the GMT.
Yeah, 128238. Yeah.
Gold.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So yeah. All right, we've got to wrap this puppy up, folks. I'm getting hungry. I've been cooking some beans all day long in my crock pot full of spices and different things in there. That's going to be good.
Well, That sounds good. This was an amazing show.
Yeah, we went through everything we needed to go through, I think.
Yeah, we got to do GS though. I mean, next time.
Oh, wait a minute now. What about did you want to look at the perpetuals or not?
The Oyster Perpetual.
Yeah, I mean, it's your call.
Yeah, we can go through them. I'm not opposed.
How come I can't get back to the watches? Oh, here we go. Menu, 2023 watches. Let me find it real quick here. This one shouldn't take that long. Then we will have visited all of them, right? That's the only new watches there are, right?
Well,
actually, the Explorer. They had the Explorer there as being new.
Explorer.
Did they do 40. Something with the Explorer?
40.
But they didn't really change it, right? Or did they?
No, there's nothing that's different other than they offer it in a 40 millimeter version now.
Okay, let's play this video.
Yeah. Oh, how fun. I don't know. This is nothing I would get.
He said I missed the Jigsaw Day Date. I don't know what the Jigsaw Day Date was.
It's probably referring to one of the dials.
All right, so there we go. So now let's get to the business of. Now, for me, that dial is just a total fail. It's just ridiculous. It's busy. It's silly. And yeah, I'm not going to spend a ton of money on a watch. Even these are not cheap. No Rolex is cheap. And get something that looks like it came from the five and dime. I'm not going to do that.
Yeah.
Not going there.
Who do you think could wear this? Who do you think could wear this watch?
Some woman would wear it. She'd think it was fun, and a guy that's a little bit light in the loafers would wear it. But no, I would pass. Okay, so here's the Oyster Perpetual 41. Is that our choice?
Maybe.
They don't.
No, you've got it. No, they have more sizes. I mean, you got to go to the configure. You got to go to the configure again.
Okay, but it says discover this model. Where's the configure?
Probably up at the top. You got to scroll to the top to find that, I would assume.
All right, I'm at the top. It ain't there.
Well, you're going to the, well, we consider the top differently then, maybe.
They're screwing us around. Okay, let me go to discover.
Okay, I don't see anywhere where you can do it then, but you've got to be able to.
If I do discover, I think then you can.
Then it'll let you configure it, hopefully.
Once you go to discover.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah. Okay. So we got 36 and 41. We don't want 34. I think we'd want 36 mil.
Oh, yeah.
On this one.
Yeah.
Don't you think?
I like
let's go with 36. I'm liking it. I'm liking it so far. Okay.
I don't think anything's new here though, other than that dial, that goofy.
I'm liking this blue dial.
Yeah, that's decent.
And the Tiffany dial, you know, I can take or leave that. The green's
the best one.
I kind of like the green, but I don't know. I don't know if I would go green on this particular watch. I would probably go with the blue on this particular watch. I don't know why. What do you think? What about the black?
Green.
Black, you can't lose.
Green, 100%, all the way. Green. I have the green one.
You have an Oyster Perpetual with the green dial?
Yeah, I have the Oyster Perpetual with the green dial.
And it's the same green?
Same.
Okay, I like it. Yeah, hey, we've got a competitive option now.
Show it on the. We'll give it a look here on the channel.
Somebody that wants to go all steel, we've got an option. The new Oyster Perpetual 36 mil. Absolutely. Blog to Watch did a hands-on with the jigsaw dial watch. Okay, unfortunately, I can't click on that link. It won't let me copy that link, unfortunately, out of the chat. Have a great evening, folks. Gonna enjoy a shave with my Henson AL13 aluminum. Cool. All right. All right, so I'm gonna stop sharing the screen so that we can show your thing. Remove that, and I'm gonna make you solo. There we go. So you got your watch?
Got it. There you go.
Oh,
green
man.
One in the flesh.
Oh, that's freaking stunning. Now, is that the one you had serviced?
No, this is different. This is a brand new watch.
Oh, you had an Air King.
Yeah.
Right, that you had serviced.
Yep.
So when did you get this one?
A couple months ago, maybe.
Oh, okay. I didn't even know you had that watch.
Yeah, this is new. This is a new watch.
But it's not the 2023 model.
It is a 2023 model.
Oh, it is? Really?
It is a 2023 model, but I picked this piece up before they dropped the new watches, but this was already in production.
So is it the same color dial as this?
Same, green. That's on the website, yes. Mm-hmm.
It's the same. Okay.
Yeah, same.
And yours is a 36?
36, yes. Yep.
Have you worn it?
Yeah, I've worn it.
What do you think?
I think it's good. It's just one of those things where I'm like, I don't know. I gravitate towards my Submariner. That's just what I end up doing always. I just always end up gravitating towards the Submariner. It is what it is. When I have these other watches, and I always end up gravitating back to the Submariner. I just like the Submariner. But I do like.
You don't think it would be an option for you to sell the Sub and just wear that all the time?
Maybe I could probably do that. I could. I'm sure I could do that. Yeah. But I don't know. This is a really comfortable watch, definitely. But I just really do.
Because what I'm thinking about,
Submariner.
How much do you think you could get for your Sub in the current market?
Maybe 10 grand or something. I'm not sure.
Let's say you could get 10.
11 grand.
Let's say you could get 10. Clear 10.
Yeah. Just go with this the whole time.
And you buy.
There's that. Trying to get a good view.
You buy $10,000 worth of Bitcoin.
Yep.
Okay. And you wait for it to 4x.
Yeah.
So now you've got 40,000.
Yeah.
Worth of Bitcoin.
Mm.
And you buy the GMT. Gold.
Right. Yeah, I mean, that's possible. Maybe I just do that. Maybe I just in that case, just get rid of everything and only wear the Air King. Just get rid of all of it. Just wear the Air King.
How's the Air King doing?
Oh, it's good too. It looks perfect. Yeah.
Runs fine?
Runs great. Looks perfect. It's awesome. Yeah.
Well, but how much can you get for the Oyster Perpetual? Can you get your money out of it?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
All right. Well, if you can do that, then
they're going for over. Yeah.
You're even closer if you take all that money and buy Bitcoin and then set it aside.
Yeah.
Then you probably only have to wait for it to 3x.
They cost about $6 grand, and I think they are going for maybe closer to like 9 or 10. I'm not sure.
The Oyster Perpetual?
Yeah.
Wow. So if you could, let's say you could end up with 18 grand between the two watches. Let's just pick a number. Then you just have to have it 3x.
Yeah.
I mean, let's see here. Let me do the math. Let's see. We got 18 grand. 3x is 54,000. So that would be enough for you to pay the capital gains tax and easily buy the gold GMT.
If I'm honest, though, I really do see that watch very befitting of you and Brett. Actually, there's like two people. When they announced that watch, I just thought of both of you guys right away. I thought, wow, that is just the perfect watch for both Craig and Brett. And for me, I don't know. I think maybe the perfect watch for me, maybe it is just the Submariner for now.
Here's my thought. Here's my thought on the gold GMT.
Yeah.
This is the opposite of what most people's thought processes are on these.
Right.
I see that as a younger person's watch.
Yep.
And I'll tell you why. Mm-hmm. That is a lifetime piece.
Yeah.
That is a piece, if it's got the ceramic sleeves in the bracelet, we're assuming that's the case, right?
Right.
That's a piece that somebody your age could literally wear it the rest of his life and have a baller watch that whole time period.
Yeah.
Let's say that's 50 years or whatever, however many years it is, right? You'd literally be wearing a baller watch every day for like 50 freaking years. In other words, you'd get a lot of use out of that piece. If I were to buy it, I'm not going to get anywhere near that much use because I don't have that many years, right? Like you guys have, right? So it wouldn't be as good to buy for me because the number of days I would get out of it is much less. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. So that's why I say a gold watch is really a good move for a younger person.
Sure.
Because they're going to get a lot more use out of that piece to make the money's worth out of it.
That's true.
They're going to use it for a lot more days.
Right. The cost per hour is less.
Per day is going to be a lot lower.
Yeah. Right. Right. I hear you there.
That's the opposite of what a lot of people say. A lot of people say, well, when you're old, you should get the gold watch.
I think
I say, no, it's the opposite.
I think really it just comes down to people are not at a point in their life financially early on to kick down 20 or 30 grand for a gold watch. That's just really the fact of the matter is that people are getting going. You got to be a
baller. Yeah, you have to be a baller. You have to have
absolutely.
You can't be buying all this stuff on a low income. That's for sure. It doesn't make any sense. Let's see. Craig, did you hear about the new GS release? Oh, God. All right. We got to end this thing, guys. I'm putting your comments up here so you can see the comments. But, yeah, we got to get the heck out of here. All right. Thanks for watching, everybody. And
we got to do it. Got to do it again, though. Thank you,
Michael Saylor. I'm going to cut back to Michael Saylor looking bored with a platinum a platinum Date 840. That's a great way to end the show. A billionaire looking bored wearing a platinum Date 840.
There you go.
We'll talk to you guys later.
Yep.
Have some good skiing. You're ski the next couple days, right?
Oh yeah, going tonight. Going Monday and Tuesday. Snowboarding. Maybe skiing. We'll see.
Have a good one.
All right, thanks.
We'll see you guys all next time.
Oh yeah. Bye-bye.